Good morning, guys, from a very chilly Lake the Ozarks this morning. It's about 20 degrees. Really no snow here. I was supposed to fish yesterday. I was looking forward to fishing yesterday, I should say, in the snow and the weather. That turned out not being able to happen for me. I'm just able to fish today, so I'll take what I can get. Looks like they didn't really get much here. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain or sleet. Some of the steps walking down here had some snow and freezing rain, but nothing like at home. At home, we got around 2-3 inches of snow. Nathan and Ryan are actually down at Table Rock. They got about 4 inches, they said. It snowed some more yesterday evening for them. They actually fished a little tournament yesterday and won, so that'll be good to watch that video. Water temp says it's 44, but my boat was on the lift for a while, so the transducer's a little bit colder. It's slowly climbing, but I do expect the water to be mid-40s. So I'm looking for A-rig bite, jerkbait bite, and jig bite. Same thing kind of I've been doing. I'm going to focus on channel swings. I'm going to try a little bit of bluff ends, some main lake stuff, and then some secondary points. Really looking for rock changes, rock transitions, brush piles, or any other sort of random cover relating to a little bit deeper water. So we'll see what we get into here. Go ahead, make fun of my fanny pack. It's the only way I'm staying warm out here today with my hands. My hands get cold, I don't like to fish. So this thing, I can stay out here all day. There we go. First cast with the A-rig. On a bluff end, here's a big rock and a sharp drop off. It's a keeper, not big one really, but we'll see what we can scrap together here. There he is. Feels like a decent one if he ain't hooked funny. He's just not a keeper. Not a bad one there, huh? Little main lake. Another keeper. He's about 2.5 pounds, I'd say. One thing I want to talk about when it's really cold is your line selection, like when you're throwing A-rigs and stuff. Been using fluorocarbon this year just because last year on Table Rock, it was me, Nathan, and Ryan. Ryan and I both had braid, and Nathan had mono. I know it's fluorocarbon, but he had mono, and he spanked us with the A-rig. He caught a lot more fish than us, especially when times got tough. I decided to switch to fluorocarbon just to see if I got any more bites. I know it's not as big of a deal probably here at Lake the Ozarks as it is maybe at Table Rock. I don't know if it's really a sight thing because, I mean, look at this gargantuan A-rig here. You can't say that they're going to care about the line. They don't care about these wires and stuff, but I don't know if it's something with the noise that the braid makes and the way it carries vibration or what. Just something that we've noticed. But another good benefit is when it's really cold, your fluorocarbon or your mono does not soak up near as much water. You can see the ice on there. Your reel, it kind of gets iced up in your worm gear area where your line comes in. And that braid, it holds a lot of water and it'll get stuck a lot. You'll cast like mid-cast and it'll kind of just freeze your bait and just drop it way sooner than you want it to because it's all full of water and gets stuck together. So that is one benefit with the fluorocarbon or mono during the really cold months, is it's a lot more castable, a lot more workable. Here he comes. Got him. Big old deformed jaw too. You probably got trouble eating. See how red their lips are, how red his whole belly is. He's been all up in those rocks, real shallow, rooting around. His tail's kind of even ripped up. So another keeper, about 2 pounds, a little over maybe. I've always heard people say that signifies that they're eating crawfish or they're real shallow up in the rocks, kind of rooting around. I don't know how much truth there is to that. Leave a comment if you have any other idea what that could be or what that signifies or what you've always heard. Arm's looking a little scary. Might break off, we'll see. I'll only regret it if it's like a 5-pounder. When it's really cold, you also get to deal with a lot of other cool stuff that goes wrong, like this reel. See this? It's brand new. That's not supposed to do that. But I imagine something is kind of frozen in there with the anti-reverse. Got him. Smaller guy on a secondary point. Barely got him. He nipped at it. But got him. They are not hitting it really hard. You can just barely feel them come up on it. So really got to kind of set the hook a lot more than I normally do. Basically so far been a bluff end and then On this secondary point, I caught 2 so far, so hopefully I can run this all day long and be a fun day. Just little transitions like this where it goes from this mixed gravel to a little bluff wall. Sometimes that's all you need. Ah, man, had him. Look at that. Bit dang tail off. Get in the goodie box here. There he is. He's a small one. Anybody home? There's one. There he is. He is home. Another short on the main lake point here, but rough A rig, so I got to put a new one on. There he is. Another main lake point on the drop off. That looks like he's short. There he is. That might be a decent one too. Feels like he is, once he's hooked on the side. Ooh, that's a big one. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. Yeah. That's a good one. Nice 4.5 pounder. I thought he was a little bit bigger when I first saw him, but hey, I'll take him. Be a 4th keeper this morning. He smoked it. He didn't play around at all. There he is. About time. Real close to a keeper. You got real red lips too. Just short, so looking for one more keeper. There he is. That's a decent one now. Yep, that's a decent one. Right on that drop off. Going out into about 80 foot of water. Oops, got my whole day rig in there too. About another 4 pounder. Right in that deep water. Oh, look at this here. This is cool. Look in that gullet. Can you see what's in there? Gizzard shad tail. Pretty decent gizzard shad too. So 428, not a bad one either. Nice and fat eating those gizzard shad. Put her back. See if we can catch some more. I went on a jerkbait. Thought I'd mix it up for just a minute here and see what I get before I throw the A-rig on this main lake point. He looks to be a little short guy, but still fun to catch, and hey, didn't catch every single fish on the A-rig now. Come on, eat it. Oh. There he is. There he is. He did come back and eat it. Alright guys, I'm going to call that a day for me. Pretty decent day worth of fishing. Had almost 17 pounds, I think, just roughly calculating in my head on the A-rig. Basically all main lake. I didn't even go back in a creek or in a cove anywhere today. Just stayed on the main lake. I do not know if they were drawing the lake down, if they were generating or not, but the main lake was doing pretty good for me and catching some sizable fish, so that's kind of just what I stuck with. I was basically looking for bluff ends or anything with real sharp drop off that I could throw the A-rig past or two and then bring it right over top of that is where pretty much every single fish that was over 3 pounds came from, was doing that. And I caught some of the other ones just a little bit shallower, just on the inside of bluff ends. But that is what I would do if I was coming up again or fishing tomorrow. Water temperature is finally in the mid 40s, and that's going to start to solidify the winter patterns. But you know, jerkbait might still be good if you go on channel banks, transitions and stuff. But I ended up just on the main lake, started catching them, and never looked back really. So I'll be up here in a couple weeks again. Hopefully fishing is just as good or better. So until then, thanks for watching, and we'll have some more videos out for you guys. Thanks.